Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Alan Moore's Fragrance Reviews, and this is one mic, one take. Okay guys, and so on today's video we've got sorry guys, your laptop just gone off. Just give me 1 second, thank you. We've got about the clubbing fragrances from a while back now to see if they're still a bit relevant today. So I've had these in my collection for a while now. They both have a toilet concentration, and so I'll give you the battle of the clubbing fragrance just to you see if they're still relevant today. See you in a minute, guys. Come back in a minute. Cheers. Okay, guys, thanks for coming back. Okay, now the two mentioned, and these two here, is the Dior Sauvage EDT and the Versace Eros EDT. And a while back, guys, when I first started collecting, these were more or less known as the king of the clubbing fragrances. You know, Johnny Depp fragrance, and then you got the Versace Eros. Now, the Eros came out before Dior Sauvage. It was released in 2012, where Dior was released in 2015. So, it's quite funny, really, but it talks about the Ambroxan in Dior Sauvage quite a lot. But it was actually in the now breakdown in the midsection of the Versace Eros. So both fragrances have got that oomph that extend the life of the fragrance when you wear it, but it projects different stuff like that. So when you was at clubs or you were going into a club, imagine you walking through a crowd of people trying to get to the bar to order your first drink. You've got all your best togs on, you're dressed up head to toe, and you're smelling of either the Eros or the Dior Sauvage, and you're making your way to the bar to order your drink with your friends. So as you're walking past, you've got a queue of people, some waiting to get served, some being already having a drink at the bar. And as you're walking past, the sea ice that's busting around you from these fragrances, this is what people are smelling as you're walking through, because as you're walking through the air like this, that scent profile is being pushed behind you. So as you're walking past people to the side and behind, you can smell your fragrance as you're walking past. If you come to a standstill in the bar, because it's projecting off your skin this way, people close in proximity will smell you. But as you're walking past that queue of people, it leaves a trail. So all them people will probably smell it as you walk past them. Because these was now for projecting monsters, both of them. And I wore both of these fragrances at work, and I wore them a musking, and they do last a long time. The Sauvage maybe just touches a little bit compared to the Eros, but I've had good performance off the Eros as well. So, but there's originally, labelled as was Chloe Fragrance, your boy Jeremy Fragrance. And when he was doing all the videos, he could put to buy these fragrances in masses. He done really well out of it, and he spread the word about it at the time he was doing these. And I was just a new collector then. I'd only got maybe, I think Dior Sauvage, my first bottle I bought. Well, my daughter bought it for me as a present, actually. No, my wife. And my daughter bought me the 1 million. And so that was the first two friends I ever had. And then he convinced me to buy the Eros as well. So this was going back a while. When I first started doing this, Jeremy Fraser used to wear the black suit then, with his black tie and his white shirt. Now he tends to wear the white a lot more. So this is how far it goes back. And he used to have all the young women on the videos with him, smelling his fragrance in his room. And he'd get him different models each week, trying to appeal to all young guys out there. These were the best fragrances to buy. So let me give the notes. I've written down off here. These were took from Fragrantica earlier, guys. So I'll give you the note breakdown of these two fragrances, and then we'll just talk a bit more about the relevance of these two fragrances. So I'll start with the Dior first. In the top, you've got Bergamot and Pepper. Right now, this is what the fragrance is known for, the pepper note in it. You know, people say so. Personally, I don't think it does. But that's more subjective with fragrance. If we all got our own opinions, and that's fair enough. In the mid, you've got Sichuan pepper, lavender, pink pepper, vetiver, patchouli, geranium, and elemi. And then in the base, you've got ambroxan, cedar, and labdanum. Now, if you'd have asked me when I first what did all that mean with regards to no breakdown, I wouldn't have a clue. And to be honest with you guys, there's still some I don't understand. Elemi, I wouldn't know what that was. I'd have to look it up and read up on it to try and convince you guys that I know what I'm talking about. This is why I like to keep my videos as raw as possible. There's things I don't know yet. There's things I'm still learning. I'm a student of the game myself. I'm still learning, but I have got a collection of fragrances I can give you the information on because I wear them a lot. So this is what I base my videos on. Is actually getting use out of the fragrances I've got. So with the Dior Sauvage, I've had a lot of pleasure wearing that scent profile. For my own personal reason, I just think it's such a classy fragrance. It was actually chose by my daughter who got married this year for me to wear on the day of a wedding. So it's got a significant meaning to me. Be like a set memory in years to come. So I do love that fragrance. I lined up all my fragrances what I thought was top end fragrances. Dior, Home Intense, everything like what I've got. And Ed and her husband separately come and chose Dior Sauvage at the wall because they're a lot younger than me and they've all heard of the Johnny Depp fragrance and that's what it's known as to a lot of people. And that's why it's so popular because that guy sold millions of bottles just for him being Johnny Depp and they being associated with that bottle. Now, the Versace Eros, I don't know the advertising campaign for that, you won't be honest. But this was around before Dior Sauvage even got its foot in the door, and that was the king of the club. That was the one everybody wished to wear because the compliments of the girls who were there was getting the young guys, and they were giving all the compliments out on that fragrance. The word soon started getting about, everybody was buying that. So it had its success before Dior Sauvage came along, and then it just more or less took over then. You might get the odd person who don't particularly like Sauvage, they prefer the Versace dress, and that's fine. We've all got different tastes and different things we like what fragrances bring to us. This is why I love talking about fragrance with people. I'm a fragrance enthusiast. Everywhere I've gone to work, people have talked about fragrance with me, and I could sit there for hours talking about it. So I'm that passionate about fragrances. And I know there's other people out there who do the same thing. I've met some fantastic people on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook, all wanting to share a story or want to drop a comment. And I've only got a small channel on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? But to me, I do it as an hobby. I'm just trying to spread the word in my own style about these videos. And I hope that gives people meaning out there that helps them decide. Now then, let's just quickly talk about whether these were still relevant. Okay? Now, you've got knocking on the doors of these fragrances now. Fragrances such as like Jean Paul Gaultier Ultraman. And then you've got Hermione Strung with You Intensely. You've got the Paco Rabanne Invictus Legend and different stuff like this. Sweet fragrances again. If you don't take my word for it, just go and have a look at some of the videos on YouTube. And, the best fragrances attract women to men, if you like. And a lot of them, when the guys are interviewing women on the streets or club environment or something like that, or outside, they'll be asking a question, do you like this and can you rate it from 1 to 10? You've all seen the videos. And these frames have appeared on their videos countless times. And now there's a trend at the moment where they're tending to lean a lot towards sweeter fragrances. And my wife, she likes some of the fragrances we've got that I'm sweet. She commented on Jean Paul Gaultier. I've had to get a second bottle of that. I ran out the first one, and now she liked it, so I bought a second bottle. And it's one of them. I love the scent of that. And I think what it's done now, although these were still relevant to some people, These other phrases are knocking on the door now, you know. And oh, if I had a choice now, I've never been a guy for clubbing, if I'll be honest with you guys. My age group, when I'm 59 now, when I was an 18-year-old up to 20 odd years of age, I was never a big drinker anyway. But the place to be then was pubs in the UK. You go out with your friends and you meet people and the friends having a drink in the pub. But nevertheless, you still went there wearing some kind of an aftershave or something like that. And it's no different. Young guys today going into clubs and they're putting the best aftershave or the best phrases they've got on. These two would have done the thing back in the day, and that was fine for them. People who was around them, these are not to turn to today. And if you've got some guys who are modern now and 18 to 21 to 25 or something going into the club, these probably wouldn't get picked now. There would probably other fragrances would take their place. And so I think these would be better branded rather than as clubbing fragrances now, as all-rounders. What I mean by that, they function well in all seasons. You know, whether it's spring, summer, winter, autumn, they perform in any season. Put them on your skin, they're going to last most of your day. Whether it's a wear accent or whether it's just going about shopping, either one of them will serve you well for that. So what I would say to you guys, don't look at them as being clubbing fragrances no more. Them as all round us. And there ain't many you can do that. Some have got one particular, function that they've designed them for, but these, and that's special, they could apply to multiple situations. Okay, guys. So that's it from me. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for tuning back in. And I'll see you next weekend. Okay, guys. All the best. Bye now.